LA traffic, but I'm gonna do some reviews, I guess. Is that what it's called? No, reactions. There we go. This one, the first one, crazy.
Tesla driver napping behind the wheel of the car as it makes its way down the freeway. This was around 3:30 this afternoon on the 10 in Colton. That woman apparently taking a little afternoon snooze right in the driver's seat, the car in self-driving mode. The witness who saw this tells us they immediately called the police. CHP sent officers to the area, but they were unable to track down this driver. Regardless of whether a car is autonomous or not, it is still against the law for the driver to be asleep behind the wheel.
That law sucks. Kind of defeat the purpose. I know when we was growing up thinking of self-driving cars, it was for shit like that. And then who the hell, somebody was pissed off to want to, what they do? They called the police? You really thought the police was going to catch him? Well, I mean, I guess it was a possibility. I didn't even know Teslas was able to do that. That's dope as hell. She was asleep. That's kind of dangerous. But hey, it's the same thing as the Wemos or whatever. I see seeing them Wemos drive crazy out here in LA. But anyway, next. Hey, any of y'all heard about what's going on with the Dream? I made a video. I'm gonna play that. Yeah, he got allegations. It's some young lady that he's allegedly slowly start coercing into a sexual relationship or something like that. But look, I'm gonna let her tell it. I clipped the video because people stealing her stuff.
He eventually reaches out directly to Shani via text for the first time saying, quote, "Do you have a boyfriend? Boyfriends aren't allowed. It's a distraction." The trip continues, and as it gets closer for the trip to end, Shani is told that the Dream wants to sign her to his label, Contra Paris. Now at this point, again, Shani's visa is close to expiring, and she has begun speaking to several well-known producers about potential next steps and sponsorship for her visa renewal. So she wanted to make sure that Dream was serious, and after he assured her that he was and that he planned to sign her, and she was all in. But from there, the lawsuit says that the Dream begins using his relationship with artists like Beyonce and Rihanna to manipulate and coerce her. He allegedly told her that in order to write songs for her, he needed to know everything about her, including everything that embarrassed her, upset her, angered her, and excited her. The lawsuit says that the Dream told Shani that she needed to, quote, belong to him so that they could become the next Beyonce and Jay-Z, and that the only reason he achieved such great success with Beyonce is because they created a, quote, sanctuary together, which allowed him to know Beyonce in a way that others could not, and that's why he writes the best songs for her. Dream allegedly explained that a sanctuary was even stronger than a spousal connection because it was about art. He said that his relationship with Beyonce was so close that he knew about Beyonce's pregnancy before her husband, Jay-Z. The lawsuit...
It was a lot more to that. You got to look up that. I'm not a lawyer, but yeah, he getting sued for sexual like harassment, coercion, like a lot of persuasion and all sorts of shit. Do y'all know who this is? This is Trump's son. He going viral right now. You know, America, I guess we in a war. You know, we've been bombing Iran, aircrafts and shit been going down. But hashtag, I think it's like Sin Barron is trending right now. But look, check it out.
Ain't no way. People are trying to draft Barron Trump into World War III. A new hashtag is trending, calling for Trump to send his son to the front lines. And it's actually growing just beyond tweets. An entire website has been created. DraftBarronTrump.com was actually made by former South Park writer Toby Morton. And the header reads, "America is strong because its leaders are strong. President Trump proves that every day. Naturally, his son Barron is more than ready to defend the country his father so boldly commands. But fortunately for Barron, he's most likely ineligible to get drafted because the US Army actually has a maximum height requirement of 6'8". Anyone taller wouldn't be able to fit in military equipment like airplanes and tanks. And with Barron being 6'9", it looks like the Send Barron movement is doomed to fail.
I ain't gonna lie, America funny trying to send him to the war, but do y'all know he was tall as shit? 6'9"? What the what was Trump feeding this kid? Hey, you know what I think about when y'all try to send him to the army? It was a question. How do you kill a giant when he a baby? Y'all trying to stop him from being president ever in the future, huh? He got the president blood. Have y'all seen this guy? I don't even know his name, but I've been seeing him every now and then on TikTok, right? It's similar to the Nick, what's the Nick? I was gonna say Nick Nurse. The dude that was going around catching the Somalians with the fraud, You know, he got everybody doing this shit now, right?
Curious Joel, a village of 44,000 Hasidic Jews in upstate New York that primarily speak Yiddish, have an average of 7 kids per family, rely heavily on state assistance and welfare programs like Medicare, SNAP, housing assistance, and tax credits from their many kids. How many kids do most people have out here?
17, 18.
How do they afford 17, 18 kids?
They are proud to do what the Torah says, that you need to be multiple and fruitful.
Wow, how do people afford to have?
But when a single black mama with 6 kids do it, it's wrong. Nah, this is some shit though. But look, everybody's saying, you know, the people are really saying this ain't coming up on their timeline like that. I wonder, have y'all heard about this? Because they trying to say, you know, they run everything and all that. And now he's saying it because they didn't shut this nigga down.
24 hours. That's how long it took for Patreon to delete my account after I uploaded a video titled, "I Exposed New Jersey's Jewish Invasion." No warning, no first strike, no option to take anything down. Patreon account gone, deleted overnight. Over the last few years, I've made videos about every group of people you can imagine. Somalis in Minneapolis, Haitians in Springfield, Ohio, corrupt Christian megachurches, Pakistani Muslim gangs in England, incest families in Appalachia, Indians throwing cow poop at each other, drug addicts, pimps, prostitutes, and not a single platform blinked. But the moment I made a video about a Hasidic Jewish community in upstate New York that uses welfare to support families of up to 8 to 10 kids, sponsors pulled out. Old sponsors even called me demanding that I cut out their sponsorship from videos that are 2 years old. And the ADL even has the audacity.
My boy said in 24 hours they got him. They didn't hit him with that shot clock. 24 seconds and you better not slip. And then took his page and all that. But his video's still going crazy. But I ain't gonna lie, I seen the Somalians way more. That brings me to this. Today's local idiot, with all the politics, she think that her opinion matters. She gonna refuse service, huh?
It's not
discrimination.
We have the right to refuse service here, and that's what we
Not
did.
due to political views, though.
Yeah, we're at Smoothie King, and they're discriminating and saying we cannot get service because Jake has a Trump service on. So
You were gonna leave, so please just have a great day and leave so they can continue what you're doing. Like,
we were just wanting a smoothie, and you literally looked at us, and I asked you if everything was okay. You said we don't feel comfortable serving you because of my husband's hoodie. That is discrimination.
okay, well, have a great day. I said it's not discrimination.
That has nothing to do with us wanting a smoothie.
Okay, well, that's who you support. That's who you love.
You don't, but you don't own this. You don't own Smoothie King.
Good luck saying taking your appointment.
I don't care. Like,
What's embarrassing is that we're American citizens, and I wanted to get a smoothie.
Discrimination.
we have the right to refuse service here, and that's what we
Not
did.
due to political views, though.
You asked her what was wrong, and she said that she was gonna press it. Right or wrong? You asked the question, she answered, have a great day. Have a great day. Call the police.
Wow.
Discrimination.
Yeah, I am gonna call the police.
Hey,
I wonder how that went. Oh, she got fired. Listen to her explanation though.
Guys, it's Janai Michelle. I'm just gonna explain what happened yesterday at Smoothie King Ann Arbor. So basically, it was really busy the whole day. It was just me and my other coworker. And basically, this couple comes in the midst of it being like super busy, so we cannot attend to them right away. We're just like, hello, we'll be with you in a moment. And they're just giving us really weird looks. And so like, we're kind of looking at them back, like, what's going on? And that's when we realized they're wearing Trump merch. And that's when my coworker says to me, like, that, like, this is making me uncomfortable. Like, this is weird. Like, because mind you, it was really the day right after Black History Month. And that's when Torta asked us if there was an issue, and that's when my coworker said, like, yeah, we're uncomfortable because of your sweater, of your husband's sweater, and she was taking an order on the headset for the drive-through, and then so that's why I was doing most of the talking, because you know she was attending to the customer, so that's why, like, yeah, like we are uncomfortable, and then that's when he immediately gets loud. As you can see, guys, in my video, we're just saying, like, yeah, like, we're uncomfortable, blah 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 blah, and then he immediately gets loud, like, discrimination, you're discriminating.
Yep, don't sound like a good excuse. Sound like you got fired and lost money for the job. They probably got a lawsuit. But hey, make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe. I'm putting this on YouTube. I'm gonna start doing this, man. A trip with the crib. A quick little hot topics, I guess. Tap the screen.